Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's Keshwani, Keshwani. We are here because we want to learn algebra. Today is our lesson number 167. Day 167. We are in the process of solving word problems from day 101 through 200, and today is our 67th day. Let's see what we have for today. Question is, how much interest will be earned on $25 invested for D years at D% per year? Interesting question. I want you to pause the video at this point, solve the problem yourself. Once you feel that you have the right answer, you can resume the video and then compare your work against the work that we are about to embark on together, that is. Alright? So here we go. We are told that we are investing 25 times D. We do not know what D is. If the D happens to be 3, then we are investing $75. If D happens to be 4, we are investing $100. If D happens to be 3, then the question would read, what will be the interest earned on $75 invested for 3 years at 3%? As you can see immediately, if we knew the value of D, it will no longer be an algebraic question. It will turn immediately into a simple, very simple arithmetic question. The question simply would be, if D happens to be 3, the question simply would be, how much interest will we earn on $75 if you put it in the bank at 3% for 3 years? But it is not an arithmetic question. It's an algebraic question, because we do not know the value of the variable, which is why it's called variable. It varies. It's unknown. So let's take a look at it. Here's the solution. We know that $100 invested for 1 year at D% earns $D. We know that. That's what it means. $100, for example, if you were to invest $100 for 1 year at 3%, well, $100 invested for 1 year at 3% should earn us $3 at the end of the year. $100 invested for 1 year at 7% should give us $7, and so forth. Therefore, $100 invested at D% should give us $D. That's quite straightforward. But we are not investing for 1 year. We are investing for more than 1 year. Therefore, $100 invested for, let's say, 2 years at D% should earn 2 times that amount. 2 times $D. Why 2 times that amount? Because we are investing twice as much money, or rather, not twice as much money rather, but we are investing it for twice as long. $100 invested for 1 year gives us $D at D%. Therefore, $100 invested for twice as long, for 2 years, should give us twice the money. $100 invested for 3 years, at $D should give us 3 times the money, 3 times the return. $100 invested for 5 years should give us 5 times the return. $100 invested for 10 years at D% should give us 10 times D, because each year it gives us D. $100 invested for D years should give us D times D dollars. D times D dollars. Let me rewrite this thing in a different color. $100 invested for D years should give us D times D dollars. But we are not investing $100. We are investing, let's start with $25 first before we worry about 25 times D. So if $100 gives us this much money, then $25 stands to reason that if $100 this implies that if $100 gives us D times D, then $25 invested for D years at D% should earn 1/4 of this money. Why 1/4 of this money? Because we are investing 1/4 as much money. Instead of $100, we are investing $25. 25 is 1/4 of 100, so instead of earning D times D, we'll earn D times D over 4. But we are not investing $25, we are investing 25 times D. Or 25 times D should, if I can find a better marker, $25 times D dollar should give us D times this amount. There you go. So our final answer is, how much money will we earn? We will earn D times D times D, which is D cubed over $4. That's the final answer, D cubed over $4. So had it been a multiple choice question, in the exams such as GRE or GMAT or SAT, this will be a legitimate question. It will appear not as an easy question, not as a medium question. Question like this will appear in the exam as a hard question. And one of the answer choices would be D cubed over 4. And that, of course, is the correct answer. Well, I shouldn't say that, of course, is the correct answer. We shouldn't be so cocky, so complacent. Let's check, let's verify, let's make sure that it is, in fact, the correct answer. And how do we verify our answer always? We verify our answers. We always verify our answer by plugging in numbers. So let's do that. Let's plug in numbers. Let's convert this problem into an arithmetic problem. Let's redo it as an arithmetic problem. Let's find the answer and then see if this expression gives us the same answer as the answer that we are about to get via arithmetic problem. So let's do that. I need the room. We need to raise it. Perhaps I don't need the room. Perhaps I can do it down here. Let's leave everything here. How much do you want to invest? So let's plug in to verify our answer. Let's plug in to verify our answer. How much do you want to plug in? Let's plug in. Let's invest. Let's invest $150. Alright, let's pretend that we are investing $150. Well, we were told that we are investing 25 times D. We are investing $150. So this must equal 25 times D. How many 25 make 150? The answer is 6. So this implies if we are going to invest $150, that in turn will imply that D equals 6. So that is what we are plugging in. What we are plugging in is D. What we are plugging in is 6 for D. So now the question reads, okay, we'll look what happens. So we have converted, just now we have converted an algebraic question into a very simple arithmetic question. Here's the question. How much interest will be earned on 25 times 6? We are investing, we are plugging in 6 for D. 25 times $6 invested for 6 years at 6% per year. $150 invested for 6 years at 6% per year. Well, let's find out. $100 earns $6 at 6%. Therefore, $100 should earn $9 at, $150. $150, which is 1.5 times this amount, $150 should earn $9 at 6%, which makes sense because 6% of 100 is 6, and 6% of the remaining 50 would be 3. 3 plus 6 is 9. So if 6% of 100, if 6% of 100 is 6, then 6% of 150 should be 9. So that's 1 year. Are we investing for 1 year? No, we are investing for D years, 6 years. Therefore, in 6 years, we will earn, or rather not we will earn, we will have earned 6 times that amount, 6 times $9. Voila. That's our answer, 6 times $9. Because $9 is what we will earn in 1 year. And since we are investing for 6 years, we'll earn 6 times that amount. 6 times 9, we will have earned. Future perfect is what it's known as. The tense is future perfect. We will have earned 6 times $9. That answer looks to me nothing like what we saw here. We've got a problem. Or do we? Let's find out what this answer gives us, and then we'll compare to this. Remember D equals 6. D equals 6 because we pretended that we are investing $150. Let's invest, here we said, let's invest $150. $150 must equal 25 times D. 25 times D, and therefore 25 times D must be 25 times 6. 25 times 6 is 150. That means our D was 6. Let's plug in 6 for D there. So this gives us 6 cube over 4. 6 cube over 4 is same as 6 times 6 times 6 over 4. Can we reduce it? Of course we can reduce it. Let's divide the top and the bottom by 2. We divide top and the bottom by 2, this 6 becomes 3, and this will become 2. Let's have a second go. Let's divide top and bottom by 2 one more time. This 6 will become 3, and this 2 will disappear. It will become 1. And what do we end up with? Oh, what do you see? I don't know what you see, but I see 9 times 6. 9. There's your 9 times 6. Voila! It does give us the right answer. It does give us the same answer. Turns out that 6 times 6 times 6 divided by 4 is in fact 6 times 9. That's all. So we verified that answer. The answer is correct. The answer is D cubed over $4. That was the end for today. I will see you tomorrow on day number 168, where we will not invest any money, but we will go for a walk. Alright? I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.